You're, you're. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. To all my overseas brothers and sisters, and all my in-state melanated brothers and sisters, how is everybody doing tonight, man? You know what I'm saying? I figured I'd take it back to the little old school, you feel me, and do it like this a little bit. Hey, man, first and foremost, big ups to all my followers, all my fans, and all my viewers and subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video, man. Hey, share the content with those you know and those you don't. Those you don't. Hey, secondly, man, big ups to the best moderators in the game, man. Young boy, Maya Bucks, Master Teacher Fox, TLF, Preston McKenzie, aka Brother P Mac, and my big bro, Professor Remo, bringing up the real for show. Hey, and then we got them queens, man. We got them beautiful queens. We got the First Lady, Miss Gigi Gaming Palace. We got Miss Starwork Marcus LLC. And last but not least, we got Miss CC Craven. Carefully, y'all. Hey, and don't forget about some new mods. Big Frank in the building. You know what I'm saying? Diablo in the building. Coach Ricky in the building. Hey, and don't forget to check out Lynn Chicago Pizza, 501 East 61st Street in Chicago, Illinois, y'all, for the best pizza in town. And if y'all want some good soul food, don't forget to check out Dan's Soul Food and Bakery, 2523 West 79th Street, located in Chicago, Illinois. Also, man, if you're over east, check out the Urban Lust Cafe, 2911 East 79th Street, man. Every Wednesday do something. They got something going on. Hey, and if you want some grown folks relaxation, they got slot machines, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and get your little money on, man. Check out Cafe where grown folks play. That's 17553 South Kenzie in Hazel Crest, Illinois. Hey, and if you're in town or if you're out of town, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. If you come out here, man, in the city, man, and you get sick, or if you're in them suburbs out there, man, don't forget to check out the House of Health and Wellness, located 1400 Torrance Avenue, Suite 213, man. Hey, and when y'all get to any of these spots and any of these places, man, make sure y'all let them know Bearded Conversation sent you, man. You might get a discount or something. Who knows, y'all? Who knows? Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. It's Wild Ass Wednesday, man. We in the building, you know what I'm saying, with the best host in the motherfucking business, you know what I'm saying, on the best #1 Chicago podcast in the city, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Tap in a bit of conversation. Yeah. Hey, y'all, man, I just wanted to open it up, man, with a little, you know what I'm saying, a little spice, a little something nice, you feel me? Hey, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let y'all hear that motherfucking theme song, man, while I get my shit together. So, hey, man, sit back, relax, go get your popcorn, man, and tune in, man. And tune in.
Yeah, we coming off the block with this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What up, man? Yeah. Bearded Conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hate? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Bearded Conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Damn. Got it off the block, forming a dynasty from a rock. Laid back in the cut, press play, can't get enough. Yo, let's chop it up in every location. A Bearded Conversation, opportunity keep knocking like child support. Famous started from the bottom like basements. Now we famous. Podcast potential, the topic will probably hit you from a distance like a pistol. Subscribe so you can listen to survival of the fittest. We talking it how we living it. Rolling like a dealership, managing several businesses. T-shirts, podcast, no, you don't need a membership. Just follow us on YouTube, Knowledge Supreme Infinite. Chicago got us dipping, excited to talk about it. Going live, check your notifications so you can holler. Or leave it in the comments, debate it, just being honest. Chicago topics, roll ride views, we supersonic. Big gang is conquer, circle back round like every week. Tell a friend off the block, it's where we meet. Bearded Conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in, the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back. The hood lovers. Bearded Conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in, the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back. Come on. The hood lovers. Giving it back, the hood lovers, broadcasting live. Bearded Conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded Conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded Conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded Conversation off the block, giving it back.
Yo. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation, man. I am your host, Beard Genghis Khan, aka the Khan Man, BKA Mr. BGK, man. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode, man. Like we say, a Bearded Conversation, man. Today is Wild Ass Wednesday, y'all. What's going on, man? Check it out. Hey, first and foremost, man, before we kick it off, before we get started, hey, y'all know what it is, man. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. One last time. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, views, and meditations, man. You know what I'm saying? That's people we come in contact with on a day-to-day basis, people we're cordial with, our family, our extended families, and more especially our Bearded Conversation families, man. It's a lot of shit going on, man. It's a lot of shit going on. You know, a lot of things happening all across the world. Shit, and shit, it's a lot of shit happening in our own backyards too, man, that we might not even be privy to, or shit, if we are, we just don't pay attention and don't give a fuck about it, man. But it's a lot of shit going on. So yeah, man, we just want to do that. And also, man, we want to let the people know, man, to keep striving to keep living by these five key components, man, that I think can inspire, that I know will help, you know what I'm saying, the peoples, you know what I'm saying? And that's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration, man. That's what we about here on Bearded Conversation. With that being said, man, let's kick it off and let's get it started. You know what I'm saying? Just in case I say some shit that might, you know what I'm saying, offend or disrupt some shit to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Put them disclaimers out there, man. Hey, so the thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversation are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. I don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. Again, I don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. We don't want anyone to take any advice given or anything shown on this video stream for face value without consulting the proper professional that suits your specific needs. Again, please get the proper professional that suits your specific needs. You know what I'm saying? Please do your due diligence. Please do your proper vet work. And please go get that second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth opinion. Because we don't want you going out here robbing no banks, starting no revolts, telling your boss what he can take out of the sideways and where to put it. Because you can't get shit up out of me, man. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, y'all know what it is, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying, man? I want to give a big ups, man, to my co-host, man. Big ups you know what I'm saying? Big ups to Roscoe P and big ups to the co-hosts with the most is my loved one, A Jizzle. AJ, man, AJ, my baby boy, man. He had to get a little oral surgery and shit. He doing good, man. You know, he back up and you know, he a little perky, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, he's running the feed before we had, but anyway, he good now, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, man. That love, peace, and respect, man, motivation, and inspiration, man. We want to push that. We encourage that, man. That's something that we subscribe to. That's something that we put faith in and we put our all in. You know what I'm saying? Those five key components, man. You know, so hey, we hope everybody, you know what I'm saying, keeping up with that and doing that. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I say, man, big ups to my co-hosts, man. Hope everybody well. Hope everybody well, man. What's going on with y'all tonight, man? We in the building, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Don't be scared to say hi, man. Also, man, hit that link. I mean, hit that link. Hit that like button, man. Hit that, you know what I'm saying? Once y'all hit that like button, man, go ahead and share the material to all y'all social media pages and places and things, man. Please share, you know what I'm saying? It's to all your social
Like the
media.
video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Like he said, yeah, man, let's get us in this algorithm, man. You know what I'm saying? We be on here, man. Listen, man, I see a lot of shit, man, a lot of wild shit on this shit, man. Them motherfuckers is in the algorithm, man. Hit that like button, man. Share the content, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we ain't all, you know what I'm talking about, pro-melanated, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? We ain't always with the shit, you know? Man, y'all see El Boogie and Roscoe when they in the building, man. They turn this motherfucker up, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, man, yeah, man, put the people on us, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and not only when it's the turned up time, man, you know, we be dropping gems and jewels and shit, man. Y'all better pick them up, put them on your chains and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Make a part of your repertoire. Hey, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. That's what we got to, that's how we got to do it, man. It's 20, you know what I'm saying? It's deuce and a quarter, man. You know what I'm saying? It's 60-25 around this joint. You know, 2 plus 4 of them things, man. What's going on? Hey, y'all, I see some crazy shit, man. I actually seen this shit previous to this, but I think I might have skipped over it. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to get into it. See, but now it's kind of crazy because I think if I'd have read the other article and you know what I'm saying and got into this one, it would have kind of been. But anyway, it's about a judge though. So this white judge, it says, I'm tell you the name, title of the article. It said white judge keeps her white judge keeps job after sending colleagues racist jokes showing black child wearing first ankle monitor. She was ordered to undergo implicit bias training as a judge, right? So I guess it's on TikTok. Is my first ankle monitor. It's got a little dude with some design grabbers on the side of his head with a high top fade. The shit is egregious, but I mean, like shit, man. Let me see. Can y'all see? Let me see. I hate that shit. Damn, y'all probably can't see that too good. No. Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, that's the little boy. You know what I'm saying? That's the ankle monitor. And then you can see pale face Sally over there. You know what I'm saying? Barely though. But yeah, man. So yeah. So and she's a Chicago judge is that. You know what I'm saying? So a Chicago judge lost her position after she accidentally sent the racist meme to a colleague. So they took off. See, that's why I said when I synced that first, I should have read it, but I didn't read it. But so apparently they might have, you know what I'm saying, whopped the bam. So it says Chicago judge has been reassigned in order to undergo implicit bias training after she accidentally, you know what I'm saying? There you go. Wait, accidentally, you know what I'm saying? Sent a meme of a racist joke showing a black child wearing an ankle monitor to a colleague, according to local judicial watchdog. Circuit Judge Caroline um, Glennon Goodman, 55. So she's 55 years old. You know what I'm saying? Her name is Caroline Glennon Goodman. So you know what I'm saying? We can only speculate and you know what I'm saying? Things that type shit. You know what I'm saying? It just you feel me? So man, listen. So before I finish reading this article, see, like back then, man, when I was telling motherfuckers to my bag. I don't mean to call y'all motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do y'all like that. Back then when I was telling the people, man, or when I was telling ones, you know what I'm saying, to when y'all go vote and shit like that, man, look, make sure y'all know who the fuck y'all voting for. You know, make sure y'all understand uh the repercussions and all that shit. And then when y'all out here voting um for these senators and all these other motherfuckers, man, and these representatives, look, the damn only time we do vote is when we voting for the president. I told y'all, man, look, go find out who the alderman is. Find out who the councilman is, the comptroller, uh, the city treasurer, state treasurer, these local appellate judges, these circuit court judges. Find out who these motherfuckers is. You know what I'm saying? That's important. And for people of a specific melanin who just happen to, and not all my people. And listen, I ain't mad whether you vote Democrat or Republican, man. That's your motherfucker. Listen, that's your right. You do what the fuck you want to do. You got the right to do that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to deter or change anybody's mind because of my position and on my feelings or the way I think. You know what I'm saying? The situation to be or go due to the fact that I might do my own research and come to my own understandings. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to give y'all, you know what I'm saying, my factual opinion about, you know what I'm saying, my experiences and shit that I believe and feel that, you know what I'm saying? Of course, along with dialogue from you guys as well, because I love y'all input and y'all feedback on certain situations. You know what I'm saying? That's what keeps it a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's how we discourse. Now, you might call me crazy shit. I could be discoursing with my damn self, conversating with myself. You know what I'm saying? Asking questions, asking myself back, and then y'all will call me crazy. But yeah, man. But like when I tell y'all to go find out about these people, man, and learn who these people are, this is why. Now, mind you, it could have just been a harmless joke. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to weed to guide people into um having an understanding that this is what people do. This is what all people do. You know what I'm saying? This is how, usually any person that has a lack of melanin, this is how they participate and function in today's society. I don't want to push that narrative, and I'm not trying to push that propaganda. But we have people that do that shit, yes. You know what I'm saying? Just like I was saying the other day when we had Brother Shadow Master on the show with the heat detector, man, from our rap. Shout out to Unwrap. You know what I'm saying? You know, when we was talking about the white supremacist group, when they bombed oh, God, and I just read it back in 1985 when they bombed fuck, I forgot where they bombed at. And I just read it yesterday, y'all. See how, man. But it ain't nothing to look up. You know what I'm saying? But 1985 when they bombed the people and shit like that, and they let the the fire spread and shit, and didn't want to do nothing about it. And then they tried to sue, and they didn't get nothing. But on, I think like I say, one of the ladies, or the surviving members got 1.5 million. And like Brother Shadow Master said, man, what the fuck? Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? What about the rest of the people, houses and homes and shit like that, man? It was just, yeah. But anyway, but to my main focusing point, man, we need to, when we go into these voting offices, man, we need to look. We need a calendar, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We as a melanated people, we need to start circulating a voting calendar in our communities, man. Well, we should be, instead of these regular old damn day calendar, I mean regular calendars that they putting up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that, but we need to be putting up in these calendars, man. Every time it's an election or when the votes come or something to come. You know what I'm saying? To prepare us, excuse me, and to get us ready, man, because we don't even. That's how a lot of these motherfuckers make it too, man. A lot of these people, whoever they solicit, whoever, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's just not enough of us that know about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it says, Circuit Court Judge Caroline Glennon Goodman, 55, sent the image of a toy rendering from Little Tykes, a play on Little Ticks, I'm sorry, a play on Little Tykes reading My First Ankle Monitor and showing a young black boy and a four-toed foot with the ankle monitor attached to his leg. Injustice Watch reported. My husband's idea of Christmas humor, she wrote. Okay. So her husband, huh? So her husband, Dr. Paul Goodman, is a podiatric foot and ankle surgeon in Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, according to Injust Watch. Lennon Goodman worked as a public defender in homicide cases. Yeah, worked as a public defender and on homicide cases for more than 2 decades before becoming a judge in 2024. She ran unopposed in the Democratic. Listen, she ran unopposed in the Democratic Party primary for the 10th Judicial Sub-Circuit Patch reported. See, and that's what I'm saying. So, well, we didn't have anything to do with the unopposed. All that unopposed shit mean is that wasn't nobody running against her. But again, we was in that poll and we was voting and we took the time out to find out who the fuck she was and what she did and her work history. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm pretty sure this ain't the first time some shit like this didn't happen, y'all. We know this shit didn't happen before. You know what I'm saying? However it got exposed, it got exposed. And it ain't a lot of light being shed on shit like this. Like shit like this is like swept under the rug. Shit like this don't even matter. And listen, I ain't trying to get up here and say, oh man, yeah, but I am in a way. You know what I'm saying? This is why I subscribe to helping the fucking people and getting the people out of the situations that we in and trying to slap the shit out of y'all so y'all can wake up. And when I say y'all, not the ones that's in tune and that's vibrating and that's what I'm saying, working towards, what we trying to work towards, but the ones that's not, you know what I'm saying? And I don't mean literally take my hand and slap the shit. This is a figure of speech. When I say slap, that's with hit you with information. You know what I'm saying? Or hit you with details and small, minute things that can grow, and maybe you can maximize those small things and grow them and to potentially, you know what I'm saying, creating generational wealth for your family and giving a helping hand to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about for me. So like I say, what I'm saying, a lot of these type of topics aren't discussed rather, you know what I'm saying, more on these type of platforms. When we get on here, man, and don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna say man versus woman, but we get into the melanated man, the melanated woman, and our household issues and our relationship issues and things of that nature. But we do it on a negative way. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of they kind of fake, try to say it's pop, but we do it more in a popularity. So when I say for popularity, that's what I mean by in a negative way, because it's popularity. It's not really for foundational based solutions that we do this shit. We do this shit for content. You know what I'm saying? And that's not my thing, doing this shit for content. I mean, it becomes content because people watch and subscribe to. Yeah, but not content in that manner to gain popularity, but content in a way that people can gain from it. You know what I'm saying? You can't gain from a lot of this shit that we watch on the. And don't get me wrong, I watch a lot of this shit. So look, son, I'm privy to the same shit. I'm guilty of some of the same shit. But the difference is, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not saying between everyone, but a lot of people, they become consumed by that shit. And the thing is to not to be consumed by the shit that we get, the misinformation that we receive. And you know what I'm saying? We want to try to stay above and beyond that shit. And I understand we can't do this as a collective, but shit, we can still try to do it on an individualistic level. So that's the most important thing. So that's why I say, man, I ain't gonna say we not trying to fight, but of course we want to fight, man, because we want to know, man. Shout out to us, Pap, in the chat, man. United States Pan African Melanated Political Party. See, this is one of the reasons why I say we need to be getting these little boys, these little girls, or these older men that we have right now in certain positions and snatch them back and bring them back. You feel me? And get our own political party, man, and put motherfuckers in places, man. I can't preach enough, man. I keep telling y'all, go get these passports. We need these passports, man. We need to go to the UN. You know what I'm saying? We need to kick the fucking doors in, man. Go in there with our code of conduct and shit, and how we gonna do what we gonna do for what our people, how we need to do, and show them our infrastructures and shit like that we got. You know what I'm talking about? And man, let's do it. You feel me? And let's do it. And let's go tell them, look, and we need to sit at this table. So don't just shake, don't no decisions get made until we got to sit at these certain tables. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. And with all these LBAs and shit, man. You know what? Let me finish reading it. Let me finish reading it. Cause I ain't knocking that shit. You feel me? I don't want nobody to think I'm knocking that shit. Cause man, but but anyway, let me get back to her. It says she ran up posing and then okay, right. Patch reported. It said and was to serve her first 6-year term, but had been temporarily moved from her position in a pretrial division and reassigned. The Judicial Inquiry Board will now determine whether she will be slapped with further sanctions. In a statement to Injustice Watch, the Cook County Bar Association, the region's largest and oldest professional association of Black lawyers, condemned the circulation of the photo. It's our understanding that the photo was meant to be shared with a different audience and that the judge involved has apologized profusely as a result. Nevertheless, such media is inappropriate to share regardless of the intended audience. The Cook County Bar Association, the region's largest and oldest professional association of Black lawyers, wrote in a statement to Injustice Watch. Discernment and judgment are utmost importance for the qualifications of a judge, and any judge should be unbiased enough not to further circulate such a racist trope. You know what I'm saying? So, but she did, and that's the end of that. Well, yeah, but she did. So my thing is, this bar. Now, because if this is the type of lady, what's going on? What's going on, brother Fox? So, but if this is the type of lady that we got, stand in front of our people, because it seems like our people are the only motherfuckers going to court and shit like that. Well, I know that's not true, but you know what I mean. But if we got somebody like that standing up in front of our people and making decisions on how we should be punished, and she around here, you know what I'm saying, sharing and sending out pictures of, you know what I'm saying, little black dolls or childhood, whatever toys or whatever the fuck, even if it was fake, you know what I'm saying, with ankle monitors on. And I'm not, listen, y'all. Just bar her ass, period. Right? Even though I know she ain't gonna be this bar, but come on, man. And that's what I say about, you know what I'm saying, the political party and the power of you know what I'm saying, having a common goal. You know what I'm saying? Unity even. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to sugarcoat the shit with the common goal shit, man. I be sugarcoating the shit, man. I said we start small, maybe we can grow big. You feel me? That's why I say common goal. But and then I ain't even asking motherfuckers to unify. Listen, just unify enough to get some shit done. That's facts. That's what we should be doing. But this about this lady, man, that's some wild shit. It's wild ass Wednesday, man. That's wild as hell. You know what I'm saying? You know, and again, this is who we It's crazy, man. Crazy. But that's how it is. That's how it is in America. I. Y'all remember the song about Rocky and shit? Yeah. 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 Hey man, y'all know it's coming close to the final goodbyes. I don't know. I don't know. It says TikTok prepares total US shutdown on Sunday and cutting off 150 million users. So, you know what I think they gonna do? I bet y'all. They gonna revamp this shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna revamp it, call it something else, put it up under another name and another company, and re-rock that shit. You know what I'm saying? And re-rock that shit. Mm. But then we already heard about Unwrap, man. Yesterday, Heat Detective yesterday was telling us about how you know what I'm saying, it's another app out here called Clapper. You know what I'm saying, for content creators to go on. Shit, Professor Remo put in the chat, you know what I'm saying, all America's gonna do is just leave one Chinese app and go to another one. You know what I'm saying? The red note. You know what I'm saying? So but I just think, damn, 150 million, that's a lot of motherfuckers on TikTok, man. You know what I'm saying? And 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 listen, and see now, and if that's a true number, you know what I'm saying? And big ups to Shadow Master, man. You know, he was talking this shit, you feel me? Did I agree with everything the brother was saying? No. You know what I'm saying? Did I find some of the things he was saying interesting? Yes. Did I agree with some of the things that the brother was saying? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Was some of that shit a little bit far fetched and maybe? Yes. But could he have a point? Yes. You know what I'm saying? But still in all, we don't know the truth, man. All we can do is speculate and guesstimate. And we've been trained and we've been taught, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you are if you ain't a person in the know, you know what I'm saying? And then you wake up kind of sorta, you know what I'm saying, one eye like, oh, I'm doing not fully awake and shit. Yeah, that follow the money shit seemed feasible. And follow the money shit seemed like that's some real shit in the thing to do. And also, you know, when we was talking about the losses that stand to be gained by TikTok, you know what I'm saying, being diminished. You know what I'm saying? Because like he was speaking on, you know what I'm saying, Mark Zuckerberg with the meta, you know what I'm saying, and the IG. And then, you know, just like Remo said, with you know, with shit, the TikTok shop, you know, I done bought shit out the TikTok shop that's cheaper than on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts. So, you know, I mean, did Bezos, Elon Musk, and Zuckerberg come together and say, "Look, man, y'all got to do something about this TikTok shit because we ain't making as much money." See, now for me, I would say no, but if anything, why not come together as a whole and do this? Fuck it. Since we think it anyway, the heat detector was saying, you know, originally it's for cybersecurity. And y'all remember he said it so heat detector said it was originally the purpose of the disband, I mean of the banment or it to be banned was because of cybersecurity reasons. Y'all remember when I played that little thing about how Lucille Ball, man, the actress, she went and got a tooth done or something like that, or something in her tooth was bothering or some shit like that, and come to find out that some Chinese motherfuckers was underneath. I don't know, I can't remember whether it was China or Japan, Japanese brothers. You know what I'm saying, was underneath. They had a tunnel underneath the studio station where they was at. You know what I'm saying, broadcasting radio signals and shit like that, and probably stealing radio signals and messages and shit like that. Like, that's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know, y'all, we can it's certain books out here that say, you know, it's a whole motherfucking city underground. You know what I'm saying? They got motherfuckers living underground. They got a postal master. They got motherfuckers that's running it. They say they got a whole listen. I don't know. You know what? Before I let me hold on. You know what?
Bearded conspiracy.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't know none of this shit. All this shit is alleged, y'all. I'm just talking. But still, the cybersecurity, I can see that shit. You feel me? But even though I didn't get a chance to get in there, I might have said it, but you know what I'm saying? I think they might have breezed over the shit. But I don't know if I said it or not. But you know, I just spoke on this on the show, man, about how motherfucking them Chinese motherfuckers is coming through the border. While we talking about Mexicans and shit coming through the border and the Venezuelans and the immigrants and shit coming through the borders, man. It's all type of motherfuckers coming through that border over there, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you notice, and listen, I ain't people hating either, man. I ain't people hating. But you know, let's just we just gonna go off of this cybersecurity shit. We just follow me down the cybersecurity shit. Then we gonna get back off into this article. So about TikTok. So if it's about the cybersecurity shit, and then you know, motherfuckers mention, man, it's a lot of Chinatowns. Yeah, but I don't give a fuck what state you go to. Guess what? It's a Chinatown in that motherfucker. A lot of insurgents. You know what I'm saying? Well, not that I'm calling them that, but you know, it's a lot of speculations and shit that could be, you know what I'm saying? You know, and man, and guess what? They employ their own, they for their own, they do for their own. Like, man, like that shit's for real. You feel me? Like, man, there's a lot of motherfuckers getting over here and coming over here, man, sucking up the resources, sapping up the resources, you know what I'm saying? And we can't even get part of the shit. You know what I'm saying? We can't even get together and get our fucking act together and act right, you know what I'm saying? And act like we fucking want to be unified. You know what I'm saying? And to get some shit. This shit crazy, man. This shit crazy. But in essence to that cybersecurity shit. So if we really thought that was the case, why didn't Elon, well, this is something that I'm proposing, why didn't Elon, Zuckerberg, and fucking Bezos come together and buy the company, all put equal money into the company, and they each get 33 and a third, and get the rest of this shit to the public. Let the public get an open stock in that. You know what I'm saying? And they all had 3 equal shares. You know what I'm saying? Then let the public get the remainder. You know what I'm saying? In stocks and shares. Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna keep it still running like TikTok, if they're gonna still keep it for what it's worth and for what it's doing, you know what I'm saying? And then that way, and then even that way, you know, they can control it more. And then guess what? They ain't gonna do shit but do what China doing anyway. So I fuck with Bangs on that part because you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, Shadow Master on that part because he was like, shit, America already in our business. You know, big brothers. I mean, um, this ain't some shit, man. We all know this, man. That's why Apple had to pay that $95 million lawsuit. Siri always listening and shit. Come on, man. These motherfucking calls go through switchboards. Am I gonna sit here and tell y'all that they necessarily got a motherfucker listening to every conversation? I don't know that. But then again, who knows? Because this shit go through a switchboard. You know, all this shit is recorded, man. I'm pretty sure they can pull up every motherfucking conversation every time we fucking call somebody and talk to them. I'm pretty sure they can pull up a recording of that shit. Like motherfuckers that go live, these cameras. I'm pretty sure they can tap into this shit and turn this shit on. Your TV, go through fucking the cable. Why? I'm pretty sure they can tap into that shit. Your radios in your car, your phones, your watches. I'm pretty sure they can tap into that shit. So I'm just saying, man, like for real. But if they really wanted to, you know what I'm saying, slow that shit down, that cybersecurity shit, just y'all, man, put y'all money together and buy that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And get the rest of the public. I don't think that's I think that's kind of a good idea. He say, man, ask ChatGPT to roast you. They be listening to all your calls, etc. Crazy. Guys, I ain't never thought about that. He said they be listening to see with the artificial intelligence. So what we need to start doing is cultivating little ninjas and little ninjettes, you know what I'm saying, to get into motherfucking technology and figure out a way to how to, you know what I'm saying, fight that shit off. You know what I'm saying? And just give it to our people. Of course, we know we're gonna sell it and we're gonna be fucked in the game, you know what I'm saying, as usual. You know what I'm saying? So it says, let me get into this article, man. It says TikTok is one of the world's most popular social media platforms. May cease operations entirely in the United States this Sunday. It said according to various reports, ByteDance is Chinese parent company. So yesterday, remember we read the article about ByteDance the day before yesterday, and it led us to believe that ByteDance Okay, so now we know it's a Chinese parent company, but they led us to believe that ByteDance didn't even know that the Chinese government was talking about even selling the business part of TikTok. Hmm. Okay, so now it says ByteDance, its parent company, has revealed plans to block users' access completely if a federal ban goes into effect, signaling, I'm sorry, a bold move beyond legal requirements of the mandate. So they don't have to block people. Even if it's banned in the US, they can keep that shit going. And if you can get it, so how you can get it, you can get it. And if you get caught, I guess they gon' you know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. It said a drastic step beyond the law. It says the looming shutdown stems from legislation enacted by President Joe Biden in 2023, which mandates that ByteDance sell TikTok's U.S. operations or face a a nationwide ban. The U.S. government has cited national security concerns, alleging that TikTok um, could be used to share data with the Chinese government. ByteDance has reportedly denied such allegations, emphasizing that all U.S. users' data is stored securely on servers located outside of China, which you still have access to because you know where it's at outside of China. Now, if they give, um, see, but what if they let Trump know where the shit at? You know what I'm saying? The Trump sent some motherfuckers over there. You know what I'm saying? And because I mean, and then you even within that, you know what I'm saying? They not gonna tell you all they servers at. So who knows? You know what I'm saying, what the shit could be going to. And then, like we was talking about yesterday on the show, man, a lot of people, man, when we sign up for these motherfucking apps and shit, and I be telling y'all, man, I told y'all my mother was a mortgage broker. She said, when motherfucking white folks come in there, man, they come in there with the magnified glasses when they read new contract. You know what I'm saying? When niggas, excuse me, when the N-words come in there, man, we just sign them papers. I told y'all, when I go to the doctor, when I go anywhere, I be reading that shit. I be irritating some of the motherfucking people, man, because I read every fucking thing. Even if I didn't seen this shit before and I think it's the same piece of paper, I'm still reading that motherfucker to the end. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, you really read? Yeah, I'm reading it to the end. You know what I'm saying? Job applications, anything, I'm reading that shit to the end. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I always like with the game shit? Nah, but the thirsty trying to hurry play. But see, but I need to start. Just like I do it with the physical paper. I need to start reading shit like, you know what I'm saying? But all the time when I'm on my phone, I always read all that user shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It be shit that we don't know. Just like the brothers told us yesterday, man. If you sign up to that damn Disney app, for those that don't know, if you sign up to that damn Disney app, man, and you plan on going to motherfucking Disneyland, guess what? If you get hurt while you at Disneyland, you can't sue 'em. You know what I'm saying? If you sign up for if you got that Uber app, if you sign up for Uber Eats, guess what? If you get into an accident inside of that Uber, God damn it, that you riding in, that just be taking you cabbing you around. If you got Uber Eats and you done bought some Uber Eats, guess what? You can't sue them for that shit. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other fucking apps that, you know what I'm saying, that's out here, man, that's got these crazy ass terms of agreements that we don't know about. You know? And so man, we just gotta be careful, man. We just gotta start reading. We gotta start reading. We gotta start reading. It says under the terms of the federal ban, TikTok will only need to prevent new downloads. It's okay. So listen, under the terms of the federal ban, TikTok will only need to prevent new downloads of its apps from stores like Apple, App Store, and Google Play. However, ByteDance has gone a step further, preparing to make the app entirely inaccessible for U.S. users. So now, what this ban is, and here we go. Here we go. See, so as it see now here it goes. So as it gets closer to the banment, um, we find out more things. So apparently, you know, um, it's banned, but not banned like how we think. So if you're a TikTok user, um, if you're a TikTok user and you got TikTok, you know what I'm saying? If you currently have TikTok, you can keep your TikTok. It just doesn't want you to it just doesn't want you to you know new users if you ain't never had the app, you know what I'm saying, to download the app. It won't allow you to download the app. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, y'all. Yeah, but yeah. So it's just so if you already got the app, you can still use the app. You know what I'm saying? It's just if you're a new user and you never downloaded it, it just won't allow you to download it. But TikTok just gonna take it upon itself to just be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? If we can't, operate fully how we want to operate with inside our own parameters with inside of the US, you know what I'm saying, for its users, you know what I'm saying? They just gonna say, fuck it, we just not gonna make it accessible to anybody. And that's they right. That's they right. They they can do they can do what they want to do. Wow. Hold on, this my co-host is with the mostest. AJ, what's up? Who is this? Oh, what's up? Oh, AJ called me, y'all. AJ called me, y'all. What's going on? Say what's up. Say what's up, son. Say what's up. Nah. What's going on, man? You don't want nothing. You gotta talk to me, my boy. But anyway, y'all, let me finish reading this article. But yeah, so that's the thing, man. So if you already got it, you know what I'm saying, you can keep it. You just can't but again, they say they're gonna make it unaccessible for all users. It says sources familiar with the matter told Reuters that TikTok users attempting to access the app after the shutdown will see a message directing them to an informational website. It says the company has also developed tools to allow users to download their data, including videos and account information. So like all the data and all the things that you got on TikTok, like all the posters and stuff. So supposedly, I guess the company going they develop some type of shit for you to, you know what I'm saying, get all your shit up off of TikTok, which is cool. Which is cool. It says the shutdown plan and its implications. It says TikTok planned shutdown would render the app completely unusable for approximately 150 million US based users. For creators, many of whom rely on TikTok for income, the move represents a significant disruption. And that's what Shout Out was talking about yesterday, man. Because, a lot of people, what I'm saying, they at home and they on TikTok and they making money off of TikTok and they doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So you know but again, but if you're a content creator, you know what I'm saying, don't get me wrong, I know TikTok pay the most and I know you're doing your thing, but listen, there's other places and things out there, man, and apps for you to, you know what I'm saying, keep your shit moving and going. So now for all the people that and guess what, uh, nothing is promised. Guess what? Meta can get took down. Instagram can get took down. You know what I'm saying? The fucking Twitter at any time, man. I know, like how I say the man got $412 billion. That shit can go away just like that, man. A lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, man. Shit happens and shit happens fast. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but again, but as content creators and people who do this type of shit, man, you just gotta be prepared, man. You know what I'm saying? And be looking into other shit, you know what I'm saying? And find other ways to create and be creative and to push your content and promote your content. You know what I'm saying? Listen, YouTube is valuable, you know. I found YouTube. YouTube is a great space for me. You know what I'm saying? I get on TikTok, man. I necessarily can't really, do well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But for the ones that's doing it, man. But like Shadow Master said the other day, man, it's fucking those people up who making their money off TikTok. But again, like I say, man, there's other spaces and places for y'all to do what y'all do. So just look into that. It says businesses that depend on TikTok for marketing and engagement may also face substantial challenges. Substantial challenges. Recognizing these potential impacts, TikTok's data download tools aim to help users preserve their content before the app becomes inaccessible. It says legal representation for TikTok has described the plan as an unavoidable response to the federal deadline. During a recent Supreme Court hearing, TikTok's lawyer stated that the app will go dark if the court did not intervene to delay the halt or ban. With the January the 19th deadline fast approaching, the company appears to be bracing for the worst case scenario: political and legal pushback. The federal ban has sparked intense debate among lawmakers and advocacy groups. Senator Ed Markey has described TikTok as a unique informational and cultural ecosystem. It cannot be replicated on other platforms. Markey warned that the ban would dismantle vibrant online communities built on TikTok, calling for an extension of the deadline to allow for further discussion. Representative Rokana has also criticized the bans, arguing that it violates free speech protections and jeopardizes the livelihoods of creators and small business owners. It says a ban on TikTok not only violates the free speech of millions of Americans, but it also jeopardizes the livelihoods of creators and small business owners who use the app, Khan said in a statement. Despite bipartisan appeals to delay or modify the ban, efforts to reverse the legislation have been largely unsuccessful. A brief submitted to the Supreme Court argued that less drastic measures such as enhanced data security protocols could address national security concerns without without resorting to a full ban. However, as of now, the court has not indicated any intentions to intervene. ByteDance is searching for solutions. ByteDance has faced immense pressure to divest its U.S. operations, but finding a buyer has proven difficult. Microsoft, a previous contender for acquiring TikTok and Elon Musk's X, have been mentioned as potential suitors, though no substantial negotiations have taken place. The lack of a clear path forward leaves ByteDance with a few options other than implementing its shutdown plan. The situation undergoes the challenges foreign-owned technology companies face when operating in the United States. Rising geopolitical tensions have fueled scrutiny of platforms like TikTok, raising broader questions about digital sovereignty and the future of international tech regulation. Employee reassurances amid uncertainty. While TikTok users grapple with the potential loss of its platform, ByteDance has assured its 7,000 US based employees that their job salaries and benefits are secure regardless of the app's fate. That mean they got a lot of fucking money. If they finna pay like 7,000 motherfuckers off for the year, woo! TikTok, yeah, man, it might be. Hey, damn, Shadow, no, now, no. Shadow live right now, man. He live right now, y'all. That was that little pause I had took. You know what I'm saying? I was hitting the brother up. That's crazy. So it says, in an internal memo obtained by Reuters, TikTok's leadership emphasized their commitment to supporting staff during this uncertain period. I cannot emphasize enough that your well-being is top priority, the memo read. Your employment pay and benefits are secure, and our offices will remain open even if this situation hasn't been resolved before the January the 19th deadline. What happens next? As of the January 19th deadline approaches, all eyes are on the Supreme Court and ByteDance's next steps. The company's decisions to preemptively block access to TikTok in the U.S. rather than adhering strictly to the ban's requirement reflects the high stakes involved. For millions of users, creators, and businesses, the impending shutdown report not just the loss of an app, but the dismantling of a digital community that has become integral to their daily lives. So, yeah, that's crazy. And what's even more crazy, y'all, is that they ain't even got to do all that. Damn, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Just tell them motherfuckers where them servers at. You know what I'm saying? Look, you might not even have to sell your shit. Just tell them where the servers at. You know what I'm saying? Let them go over there and fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got y'all some backup servers. Or again, Elon, Zuckerberg, Bezos, put an equal part in it, man. Go talk to them people. Ain't nowhere in the hell, especially Elon Musk, bro. Ain't nowhere in the hell you got that much motherfucking money, man, and you can't get over there, or you can't get in contact with a representative of ByteDance to even fucking suitor, as they say, but to even come on, man, get the fuck up out of here, man. You got $412 billion, man. You snap your fingers, the motherfucking world is moving for you. So, see, and there we go again. You know what I'm saying? Because necessarily they all don't have to combine forces. Shit, fucking Elon can buy it by himself and still be the richest man in the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? To control X and Twitter. I mean, I'm sorry, X and Twitter. X is Twitter. You know what I'm saying? X and TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. And then, like I was saying, you know, he got buddy with Trump. You know what I'm saying? And Trump said he wasn't gonna ban it. So, you know, and I guess that's why it's gonna get banned on the 19th, and then he get inaugurated on the 20th. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe, I don't know. I ain't gonna say I believe, because you know, if Trump said he wasn't gonna ban it, you know, he could probably put a hold on it, or maybe when he get in office, let's see if he can overturn this ban. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, you know, he don't overturn it. Well, hopefully TikTok don't kill all their servers and fry shit without giving it a chance. You know what I'm saying? And just putting their shit on like on sleep mode. You know what I'm saying? Versus trashing all their servers and shit and starting over, trying to find something else to do. You know what I'm saying? With it. If it can't be used in America, or the US, as they say. You know what I'm saying? And that shit crazy, man. And again though, listen, y'all, like even just on a, even though they don't treat us like shit, but even on a scale as we live here, man, that shit is important. That security, our data and shit like that, that shit is important, man. Y'all don't see the motherfucking commercials that come on, man, about what's that some lock shit, man. Motherfuckers get your identity, man, and they be stealing shit, or motherfuckers walking around with these little things in their pocket, man, getting your card information, or off your phone, man, them little readers and shit, man. Come on, man. All these little bullshit ass Ponzi schemes, motherfuckers taking 10, 20 cents out your fucking bank account. You know what I'm saying? And they doing this shit every month on a consistent basis, and you don't even notice the 10, 20 cent gone type shit. Yeah, bro. So not saying that that's what TikTok is doing or that's what the Chinese government is doing. Well, man, it's, listen, man. If they can breach you in that fucking way, come on, y'all. Biological warfare. Fucking on top of regular fucking warfare. Technological warfare. Like the shit that they got, man, motherfuckers inside a buried fucking 100 feet in the mountain, goddamn it. But he got a fucking a drone out there that he controlling with his fucking mind type shit. Like, come on, man. I know some shit might sound a little bit far fetched. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't know. I ain't the motherfucker. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know, but that cybersecurity shit though, cause you can't get breached like that. You know, in America is an infrastructure where, you know what I'm saying, we lay claim to being powerful. We lay claim to being top notch, number one. We lay claim to, you know what I'm saying, putting belt to ass, pause, you feel me? You know what I'm saying, supposed to be the most powerfulest nation in the world. You know what I'm saying? You know, preeminently the fucking greatest nation ever. You know what I'm saying? You know, but all good things must come to an end too, man. You know, that's a key essential part about a lot of this shit that we don't be thinking about or be trying to understand either, man. You know what I'm saying? The rise and the fall. You know what I'm saying? We always, so in history we always hear about the rise and the fall, but you know, here in modern times we don't never hear about the fall. When I mean fall, I'm talking about civilization just being extinct and just being over with, and new shit just ushering itself in, and that old shit is just being washed up. You feel me? So, you know, it might be a time for that. You know what I'm saying? And look at the greatest empires in the fucking world that we didn't have. Look at you know, like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit ain't the same no more. Shit changes. Shit evolves. You know, whether it's our own evolution or whether it's nature causing or making our adaptation to this so-called evolution. You know what I'm saying? Or enhancing it rather. Uh, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, shit, we just got to stay on the ball, man. You know. Well, yeah, but I just hope motherfuckers, man, that's using TikTok. I hope they, you know what I'm saying. Hope they find something to keep themselves occupied. But so Red Note, man, I've been hearing a lot about this Red Note shit. So I don't know. And that's still a Chinese app. So, and again, even with that, y'all, when we go over there, that's why I said what they're gonna do. They're gonna ban all the fucking apps, all the apps. And then America, shit, apparently we not giving up no money. Shit, anything that we doing over here, we gotta have a great percentage in it. You know what I'm saying? In China, I guess, and then a lot of shit come from over there in China too and get made over there. So, God damn it, back you selling and man, am I America, yeah. You know what I'm saying? As I'm talking it out with the people, man, and I'm coming to a realization and shit, man. I'm having my epiphanies and shit. But still, man, I'm gonna stick with the cybersecurity shit. But all that other shit is happening too. You know what I'm saying? And all that other shit is making a difference in what's going on. Mm. So, oh man, what's next, y'all? What's next, y'all? Cigarettes. I need to quit smoking cigarettes. I Biden's he holding claim to that ban. Professor says the rise and the fall of the last great empire, the sound of the whole world caught on fire. The leaders and lights people got prices. Egomaniacs control the self righteous. Yeah. So I ain't trying to speak that shit into existence, man, and say that, what I'm saying, this is the rise and the fall, of America, no shit like that. But, all good things do come to an end, man. It's facts. Shit. Remo says, Professor says, nothing is sacred and nothing is pure. So the revelation of death is our cure. Well, you said care, but I know it meant cure, and you put cure. Yeah, bam. Okay. So yeah, man, and that's true as well. I even said this before, man. In order, I said this like, and I think the only way that people are ones that reprogram shit is through the destruction and the death of our people through generations, man. It had to be a cleansing, a massive fucking cleansing. You know what I'm saying? I believe shit, some of these generations, and do I want to say that to sound harsh or malicious or to not count on my people? No, or people in general? No. I just think that shit that's true. You know what I'm saying? The masses has to be cleansed. If you want to change a major dramatic, drastic, fucking futuristic, law and behold, upscale, or all this good shit that we talking about, or we be trying to find solutions to change. Yeah, man, motherfucker gonna have to get wiped out, and it's gonna have to be, you know what I'm saying, something different with a new direct, uh, uh, um, a more realistic approach. When I say realistic, not fairy tale, equal. What would that ever happen? We don't know. They say, "Welcome to the last stage of capitalism. Try to have fun when the cars start to fall." Hey, but hey, Big Frank, right on the head. Big Frank coming to the door. Hey, Remo. Hey, Professor. You come with the motherfucking hooks and them and that motherfucking steady jab. You coming with them hooks and that steady jab. Uh, Look at Big Frank. Big Frank come right in with that motherfucking uppercut. Welcome to the last stage of capitalism. Try to have fun when the cars start to fall. Most definitely. He said you have to break eggs to make an omelet. That's true. Hey, that's true though. That's true. That's true. You do gotta break eggs to make omelets. You know what I'm saying? That's true like a motherfucker. Hey man, y'all snapping tonight, man. Appreciate y'all for being in the building, man. Most definitely, most definitely. Yeah. But let's read over to Biden, man. Trying to motherfucker uh 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 fuck over my boy trying to fuck over my boy Trump's race, man. Presidential elect Trump shit. Yeah, nah, I'm just fucking around. So it says Biden administration plows ahead with 11-hour plan to effectively ban cigarettes. So the Biden's administration, Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, took a significant new step on Wednesday that would effectively ban cigarettes currently on the market in favor of those with lower levels of nicotine. Today, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration issued a proposed rule that, if finalized, would make cigarettes and certain other combusted tobacco products, meaning you got to strike five to them, minimally or non-addictive by limiting the levels of nicotine in those products. If finalized, the United States would be the first country globally to take such a bold, life-saving action to prevent and reduce smoking-related diseases and death, the FDA said in a statement on Wednesday. The FDA first announced its intent to propose such a rule in 2018. It said in today's announcement, it is an important next step in the rulemaking process. External link disclaimer. The agency intends to seek input on the proposal, including through public comment and FDA Tobacco Product Scientific Advisory Committee. It added, the tobacco product standard for nicotine level of certain tobacco products cleared a regulatory hurdle earlier this month. The rule, not yet published or finalized. Biden administration working effectively to ban cigarettes in the 11-hour proposal, a gift to cartel, expert says. Multiple administrations have acknowledged the immense opportunity that a proposal of this kind offers to address the burdens of tobacco-related diseases, says the FDA Commissioner Robert M. Califf, MD. Today's proposal envisioned a future where it would be less likely for young people to use cigarettes and more individuals who currently smoke could quit or switch to a less harmful products. This action, if finalized, could save many lives and dramatically reduce the burdens of severe illness and disability. While also saving huge amounts of money, I hope we can all agree that significantly reducing the leading cause of preventable death and disease in the U.S. is an admirable goal we should all work toward. The FDA press release states that the proposed rule would not ban cigarettes and any other tobacco products and instead cap the nicotine level at 0.7 milligrams per gram of tobacco in cigarettes and certain other combusted tobacco products, which significantly lower the average of concentration in these products on the market today. Fox News Digital reported earlier this month when the rule cleared an FDA regulatory review that if nicotine levels in cigarettes are lower under federal regulation, experts said the cartels running the black market sales of cigarettes will likely benefit Biden's ban if a gift, Biden's ban is a gift with a bow and balloons to organized crime cartels with it. Whether it's cartels, Chinese organized crimes, or Russian mafia, it's going to keep Americans smoking, and it's going to make these streets more violent. Richard Mariano's former assistant director of the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives, and the current chair of Tobacco Law Enforcement Network, told Fox News Digital earlier this month. Mariano said that the criminal groups would likely catch on to the proposal if it takes effect and subsequently amplify their tobacco operations, which he says will serve as an economic boom for the criminals. Americans who want to purchase cigarettes with higher levels of nicotine would then need to go through illicit channels to obtain them, similar to buying Lucy's cigarettes on the streets of New York, putting the average of Americans at further criminal risk while also offering them cigarettes that are not regulated and originating from foreign nations. Biden administration is facing a congressional probe over proposed ban on menthol cigarettes. The Biden administration pushing the cigarette rule in the 11th hour of this administration comes after its effects to ban menthol cigarettes in what is described as a critical piece of President Biden's cancer moonshot initiative. The administration announced this last year, however, it was abruptly delaying such regulations as the public decried the move. A handful of groups argued that banning menthol unfairly targeted minority communities, while others argued the ban would open the floodgates to illicit menthol sales. The rule has garnered historic attention, and the public comment period has yielded an immense amount of feedback, including various elements of the civil rights and criminal justice movement. Health and Human Services Secretary Xavier Becerra said at the time, it is clear that there is still more conversation to have, and that will take significantly more time. Hmm. They They going at about these cigarettes, man. And he said, good things I smoke black and see, no, brother. No, brother. No, brother. See, you see, you gotta listen to what I read. He said, I was a nicotine vapor for 10 years. He said, went on a patch in the hospital last year, and I just stopped using them after I was back. I do bomb a cig now and then, but other than that, I don't miss it. So, combustible tobacco products, my boy. Any tobacco product that's combustible, my boy, that they put nicotine in, my boy. You best believe they put them nicotine in them cigars too. So, but all they doing is just lessening the nicotine, which makes it safe. I guess I'm guessing the smaller amount you intake, the smaller amount of damage it does, which would seem it's still doing damage though, right? But and then when they said that bullshit about affecting the minority communities and shit like that, yeah, take that shit away from. We don't need that shit no way. Like, how is that unfair? Like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, did they really try to make it seem like because listen, I'm gonna read that shit again because that's what that seemed like, y'all. That shit seemed that seemed like they were trying to say it was unfair to take cigarettes away from black folk. You know what I'm saying? Or melanated brothers and sisters, man. That what that shit said. That what that's how I felt reading that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got out of that shit. That's what I got out of it. You know what I'm saying? That part there. Yeah, where's that part at? Let me see if I can find that shit again, man. Okay, yeah. A handful of groups argued that banning menthol unfairly targeted minority communities, while others argued that the ban would open the floodgates to illicit menthol sales. So listen, so if they cut the menthol out, you know what I'm saying? It's unfair to the N-words. You know, they love their menthol cigarettes. Fuck out of here. Now, the illicit sales, that shit is gonna happen anywhere. Man, I remember when cigarettes was hard to find for a year more. I ain't gonna say a year more. Back in the day, man, there was a lot of fucking imitation squares out here on the streets and hitting the streets, man. Them phony cigarettes and shit. Like, man, like I don't know, man. Shit, you know. And there go China again. China. Why they mention China? Or but you know, like they say China. You know what I'm saying? The Russian mafia and a lot of other motherfuckers, man. You know, trying to push that shit, man. It could, and then if they are pushing it, and ain't no telling where they getting that shit from, man. And you know, we already got a fucked up po ass, uh, 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 epidemic with the fentanyl and all that other shit trying to get through here. He said the nicotine comes from the filters. I don't know. I don't know. The menthol might come through the filters, but I don't think the nicotine comes from the filter, brother. I think you're absolutely wrong on that one. Let's see, and we can always find out. Let's see. First, let's find out what nicotine is. And that'll tell us if it's coming from the filter, which I know it's not. Okay. Nicotine, an addictive poisonous chemical found in tobacco. It can also be made in a laboratory. When it enters the body, nicotine causes an increased heart rate and use of oxygen by the heart and a sense of well being and relaxation. It also can be used as an insecticide. Hmm. Nicotine is classified as a stimulant of autonomic uh, ganglia. Nicotine is a stimulant drug that acts as an agonist and nicotine acetylcholine receptors. Yes, nicotine is a bad drug. It is toxic and highly addictive chemical found in tobacco products, and they can negatively impact your health. So nicotine is it's a fucking drug or a man-made drug, but that's why I say it ain't in the damn comes from the filter. Now, the menthol might be in the filter. You know what I'm saying? I believe that's what you might have meant. Let's see here. So the cigarette filters are designed to reduce the amount of nicotine inhaled by the smoker. Filters are intended to make cigarettes safer by reducing the amount of harmful chemicals in the smoke. So that's all a filter is. Now you can still inhale the nicotine through the filter because the smoke is coming through the filter. So what the filter is supposed to do is supposed to absorb the vapors and particulate smoke. Filters prevent tobacco from entering into the smoker's mouth, of course, and filters provide a mouthpiece that doesn't collapse while smoking, of course, versus smoking a roll up. How effective are filters? Laboratory tests show that filters reduce nicotine and tar in cigarette smoke. However, filters are not effective at removing low molecular weight gases like carbon monoxide. When smoked by a human, compounds are delivered into the lungs regardless of whether the filter is used or not. True. Some smoke blockers filter vents with their fingertips, which can increase tar and nicotine yields. Filters were first used from 1860 to 1920 to prevent tobacco pot. So originally, so that's probably was a misnomer. They really wasn't originally used to stop the fucking smoke. It was just used to stop the damn tobacco from going in your mouth when you roll up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how that motherfucker go get them. I forgot what they call. I forgot what them roll ups call them papers, man. The rolling papers when you get them papers, yeah. So he say no more Newport 100s. Ah, shit. He say LOL no. He say filters were initially marketed as being safer, but that's not true. Yeah, Frank. Yeah, as I just read. You know what I'm saying? It says the industry also puts chemical in tobacco to make it even more addictive. But that has since been outlawed. But it's still nicotine in that shit. They still find a way to do it, Frankie. He says nicotine is present in tobacco, so any blunt wrap, you're getting a subtle nicotine high. Yeah. Unless you got a one hitter, man, or you rolling tops or some shit like that, or some hemp papers, yeah. Yeah. But still in essence, man, still in all, and anytime anything that's combustible, man, and you inhaling smoke into your lungs, shit, it's a bad thing, So listen, kids, don't start smoking, man. Stay away from smoking. You feel me? Stay away from all things bad to the body, man. Well, shit, I guess we can't say that because we got to breathe the air. Hold on. What that? Because the air fucked up too out here, man. But yeah. Remo. Yeah. And they put that shit on them sick, man. So motherfuckers, I don't necessarily, well, once they found out, it was getting, it was addictive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they started putting that shit on everything to make it, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it was getting motherfuckers high and it was keeping motherfuckers buying it. Yeah, they gonna keep feeding motherfuckers that shit. Yeah, man. Hey, man, all my food stamp people, you know what I'm saying? And all my food stamps, including me, shit, I just applied for food stamps. They need to give them to me, y'all. Hey, check it out. It says House Republicans are looking to cut SNAP benefits in attempt to reduce federal spending. So they finna cut you in words on food stamps so they can have more food stamps to get to their own colored people. Let me stop. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm saying, but let's see what they talking about. It says the House Republicans have proposed more than a $5 trillion in cuts to social programs in an effort to bankroll President-elect Donald Trump top priority this year, including a tax cut and border securities. According to new man, listen, damn Trump, I'll be fucking with you sometime, then I don't be fucking with you, Trump. Don't be cutting food stamps and shit, man. Don't cut the fucking food stamps. Cut some of this other shit. Cut some of that military motherfucking funding out. You know what I'm saying? Cut back on some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Give back some of that goddamn campaign money that you motherfuckers raised. Cut back on some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That what you need to be cutting back on. Yeah, cutting back on the wrong shit, man. The fuck, you know what I'm saying? That's what the people need, man. See, yeah, brother. See, brother Frank. Yeah, 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 man. See, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. So, it says, what do you say here? It says the list of spending reform options. The first obtained by the outlet proposes to cuts to benefits under the supplemental nutrition assistance program, better known as SNAP or food stamps for the people. You know what I'm saying, or the EBT card. You know what I'm saying, because they don't know actual food stamps, or actual paper food stamps. That is. It says which provided food assistance to over 40 million people in 22 million U.S. households in 2023, according to the Pew Research Center. The proposed cuts were outlined under the section titled Ending Cradle to Crave Dependence, which aims to save $347 billion in total cuts to SNAP benefits, aimed to save up to $22 billion. What about all that fucking insurance money that the people get back? That you get back. You know what I'm saying? That they keep. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? They keep a lot of that shit. It says HuffPost attorney Delaney explained that the list may be less as indications of what Republicans will actually do than an illustration of how difficult it will be for them to achieve the dramatic spending cuts envisioned by billionaire Elon Musk and far-right lawmakers who are not most vocal about cutting spending. House GOP, I'm sorry, not with S, are looking to make changes to Medicare reform, the Trinity Food Plan, reverse climate policies under the Biden administration, reimagine the Affordable Care Act, and more. They plan to cut the SNAP program, which not only means taking food from hungry children, but also less demand for the food for our farmers' produce. Manufacturers package, truckers haul, the grocery store cloaks, and stocks on the shelves. Republican Angie Craig, Democratic representative in Minnesota, said in a press statement. So, not only that, so cutting on food stamps will be cutting back on jobs too. I don't know, man. Listen, I don't know how they got this world working, man, and what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in here living in it, man. I originally wasn't a food stamp brother, but shit, I need some right now. I need some of that. Every time I go, they used to always tell me I made too much fucking money, man. I need some of that. Anyway, man, what's going on tonight, man? We got people on the panel, man. What's going on, man? Got two brothers in the building. What's going on? Who is that? We got Frank in the building, aka Filosa, please. And brother Fox died. What's going on with you brothers?
Not much. Just doing a little work on the old sim racing rig. Got my pedals back installed, as you can see. Showing them off.
That sound like you got a little screwdriver or something going on.
Yeah, sorry. I always forget a little bit, like, because Discord has such a great filtering, noise suppression filter built into it. On Discord, I mean, you want to talk about Chinese, companies or software companies that have, ties to China. That's one of them. Not that I'm. We could have a whole separate conversation about privacy and how I'm one of those people that's at the same time they say I've got nothing to hide, but like to keep as private as possible, reasonably possible as a matter of principle. But I'm not going to bend over backwards really about it. Is kind of where I land on that. But yeah, I was playing with a socket wrench. Forgetting that you can hear that because CRISPR is so good, like, and it knows your voice. It basically nothing gets through except for your voice, even if it's loud.
Okay, yeah, but I can hear everything over there, man. Get back to tinkering, man. What's going on, brother? Brother Fox, how you feel tonight, brother?
My bad, bro. My son was talking to me. Ain't nothing going on, man. Here, my son's gonna be out of town on 19th, so he's kicked in and hung out with me a lot. He's even cooking right now. But I just chimed in and see what you were doing, man. I ain't been here in a second because work and everything.
Yeah, man. You out there working the kid. How's school coming along so far this year, man?
We coming towards the end of the quarter, so everybody's on pins and needles. Actually, it's surprising you asked. I'm finalizing grades right now, so just hanging out, grading papers, hanging out with the kid back there in the kitchen, and on the chat with you.
All right, man. Don't flunk nobody yet, man. Don't flunk nobody yet.
I don't flunk nobody. They flunk themselves. We don't see what happens. Like Game of Thrones. You don't see what happens tomorrow.
That's true. That's true. He said, I don't flunk nobody. They flunk their damn self. Shit, if you don't do the work.
I like you, you like me situation. This is about your academics. Work on it.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely.
You guys want to hear something funny about not really about Freemasons, but something about Masons that are kind of tangentially related to something that I find funny about flat earthers.
Go ahead, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I guess I've set it
up.
I
didn't say nothing.
I mean, damn, like Frank, Frank. Look, Frank, hold on. Before you go on, Frank, we're gonna have to work on you, Frank. We're gonna have to get you a little bit less. We're gonna have to figure out a way to get you
loosened up.
Find out a way to open you up. Just pause.
Yeah.
Get you a little bit to be a little bit more relaxed and entertaining. Yeah, because open you up sounded.
I guess when I used to, be on the bottle, on the booze, I was a little bit less awkward socially. Not to say I am awkward typically.
No. Not.
I can tell a little bit of a difference. I can just notice a little bit of a difference in terms of, I don't really get rowdy or as outwardly.
Well, see, the rowdy is not. That ain't what I'm talking about. See, what I'm talking about is it's not that it's awkward. It's just sometimes it's a little jittery and seem like it's a lack of confidence in the speaking, or as if it's hard to get out what you're trying to articulate. Because the conversation and the discourse is always great conversation. The discourse, you always make great points. You always
talk.
Yeah, but goddamn it, Joe, build it up a little bit. Goddamn, smile and laugh while you saying the shit.
Yeah. Anyway, I
get to the joke.
I find it's not gonna have a punchline. I find flat earthers to be generally hilarious, and it must be something of a intellectual masochist to think I would want to like debate one or change anyone's mind, but they're so dug in, right, that recently there's a well-to-do he was a pastor of some kind, an entrepreneurial pastor that has enough money that he offered. He's putting up the bucks, offered to any flat earthers. He was going to take them on a trip down to Antarctica, which they, tentatively believe to be a wall of ice that encircles the Earth. Ask me later if you're not familiar with the kind of their core beliefs. But anyway, there was two influencers / two of the bigger YouTube channels within the flat earth community here that did accept the offer, and this would be kind of shattering to their whole conspiracy theory if they were taken down to Antarctica and they indeed saw that the sun did not set in the correct month. Obviously, what month of days changes with the seasons. They don't have much of an answer to that, except for I guess the sun rotates closer to the center or closer to Antarctica, depending on the season, which makes no sense. Anyway, so the two go down there, and they good on them too. They swallowed their pride and said,
Well, what the hell that have to do with being a Mason, though? You said Mason.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for getting me back on track there. Because I was watching some of the other, the rest of the flat Earth community basically have immediately jumped onto cannibalizing them, calling them shills, calling them NASA plants, calling them Freemasons. Because apparently, whenever someone says something that goes against the grain of your community, they blame it on Freemasons. But these are people that believe the Earth is flat, so they're not really playing with the full deck upstairs.
Yeah, but and I'm glad you mentioned that. So speaking of the flat earther shit, I don't know if any of my people, man, if y'all know about Lord Jamar, or who he is.
Name might sound vaguely familiar, but basically,
yeah, Lord Jamar, he was part of Grand Nubian. That was a rap group back in the day. You know what I'm saying? He recently was just on Godfrey the Comedian's podcast, and he popped up. Well, he didn't pop up. He had a brother by the name of Professor Dave pop up, and they got into a little Godfrey.
Professor Dave Explains. Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah. And Professor Dave made him look like a damn ass. And then, now, right now, I don't know if you know of Sanchez. He's a flat earther. He's a flat earther. And he got a big community and a big following in the flat earth. And Dr. Dubai.
I'm surprised. Oh, Eric Dubay?
I'm sorry, Eric Dubay. Yeah, I said Dubai. Yeah, so I'm pretty familiar, man. And that was kind of insulting, Frank. Did you really insult us by telling us you don't know we familiar with the damn flat earth? Come on, man. You know who you talking to? The brother on the screen is a fucking physicist. Don't you think he battle flat earthers all the time?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of him. I just know if you're
yeah, man. Of course, man.
That goes into
I like the word you use. Be good. Battle, verbally and mentally battle.
Who you think we are? A bunch of dumb N-words? Nah, I'm fucking with you, Frank. I'm fucking.
Why you busting his balls?
Hold on, because that was a joke, Frank. See what I'm saying? Damn, Frank, you supposed to come back with some shit, man. Damn. But yeah, we know about flat earth, man. I fucks with them, you know what I'm saying? Not with the concepts. I don't subscribe to it, but I know a little about it. Mr. Tyler says Isaiah 40:22. He said, "It is he who sits above the circle of the earth, and its inhabitants are like grasshoppers, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain and spreads them like a tent to dwell in." Let me read that again. That shit, I don't fuck with that Bible shit, man, but that shit, hey, boy.
You got it. Some people argue it.
Hey, man, that shit sound like Galileo wrote that shit, man. Listen to this, man. "It is he who sits above the circle of the earth, and its inhabitants are like grasshoppers, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain and spreads them like a tent to dwell in."
Was this just a pertinent Bible verse, or I'd have to ask a friend Mike in the chat?
It's a Bible. Well, it's relevant because
you might want to read the next line.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the next one. Yeah,
I'm starting to get
context.
The horizon. What about it?
It says some flat earth proponents interpret circle of the earth as referring to a flat circular disc throughout. I'm saying though others understand. I'm sorry. Let me read this again.
I read it.
Some flat earthers proponents interpret circle of the earth as referring to a flat circular disc, though others understand this verse to describe a spherical earth with circle referring to the horizon. So let me read this again so we can get.
I think I got it.
Well, I'm just going to read it again for contextual purposes. So Isaiah chapter 40, verse 22, which is in the Bible. Anyone can go get this Bible and read this verse. So again, it says, "It is he who sits above the circle of the earth." You know what I'm saying? "And its inhabitants are like grasshoppers, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain and spreads them like a tent to dwell in." And then he goes on to say that some flat earth proponents interpret the circle of the earth as referring to a flat circular disc. And whenever they do their models, and of course, because I seen one, I sent a couple of them earlier today. Got a model of a fucking globe earth, but it's on a flat piece of paper, which is supposed to be a representation of God damn these people, man. But yeah, man. So though others understand this verse describes as a spherical earth, with the circle referring to the horizon. Yeah, so like the brother said, it was just a biblical reference.
Well,
So
I mean, and apropos, because a lot of them, take Christianity pretty seriously and kind of weave that into their worldview, and would cite stuff like that as definite proof that one, that God created the earth to be this way, and that NASA are evil deceivers, they're Satanists, they're literally. And I was actually just earlier today was on, who was this guy? His Flatzoids perspective. He's one of the people that is going for the jugular when it comes to Witsit. Just complete attempted character assassination, saying Witsit. It's crazy how quickly they turn on their own. It's fast.
and which is he's another flat earther for those that don't know who that is.
Right. And he's one that accepted this invitation to go down there, and they are, how quickly they throw him under the bus because he didn't lie, and he's like, yeah, I saw the 24-hour sun, I saw it. I don't know what else to tell you. We gotta interpret this as we're gonna interpret it. It was Witsid and Jeranism are the two, and I think there was a third, but those are the two content creators that went. And one of them said that, yeah, that's what we saw. And it kind of walked it back a little, not walked it back, but put it in context of like, well, it doesn't mean that the flat earth is dead for me. It just means, I have to put that information like into his context or whatever. But this Flatzoid guy was just tearing into the poor dude. And apparently he on like a Discord stream with somebody previously, from context I gathered that he had sworn on a Bible somewhere to try to convince these people that he wasn't lying about what he saw. And they and immediately start picking that apart, saying like, oh, you didn't swear in the Bible with the right hand, or oh, your pinky was pointing to the sky in the wrong direction, you're a heathen, you're a Satanist. It's wild.
So Professor Remo says, how can people believe in the flat earth when you can go to Alaska and have 24 hours of daylight?
So the best answer you're going to get from them is they create a model where they have like a piece of paper and they put like a glass bowl, half circle, just glass.
And fuck that. You ain't even got to go that far and try to do all that shit, man. If we on the flat earth, why the fuck is we standing upright? We standing upright on the flat fucking earth, and we can go inside of the water. Get the fuck up out of here. Wouldn't the water be flat? Wouldn't that be impossible?
Well, they think that the water should fall off. They don't understand the concept of gravity.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So even the shit that they be saying, and at first that shit was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? But even that shit, y'all don't see the fucking fallacy or the fucking moronic ideology behind that shit. But and not knocking it, because again, a lot of these sources come from a lot of ancient texts.
I mean, a lot of there's the bastardizations of ancient text, or
okay, well, we can say that, or misunderstanding. Yeah. So, Brother Fox got up on the screen. Let's see. It says, Revelation 7:1. It says, after this, I saw 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the earth, holding back the 4 winds of the earth, so that no wind would blow on the earth, or no sea, or on any tree. Some flat earthers advocate interprets 4 corners literally as corners of a flat surface. But this is more likely a symbolic phrase representing the cardinal directions, east, west, north, and south. Okay, Job 13 verses, chapter 38 verses 13 and 14. That it might take the earth by the edges and shake the wicked out of it. The earth takes shape like clay under a seal. It features and stands out like those of a garment. Some interpret edges as suggesting a flat earth, though this is a poetic description of God's creation and could be understood figuratively. It is important to note that the majority of the biblical scholars and Christian theologians interpret these verses metaphorically or within their historical cultural context. The overwhelming scientific evidence supports a spherical Earth, and modern Christians' teaching align with this. So,
So
with that being,
well, it's funny. I actually know the ancient Aramaic, before the translation to English. I know the Aramaic, of these verses, and one said you basically tried to say you must have hit your head on an edge, and the other said the angels recommend going back to third grade science class.
oh shit! And then they say you got a compass and all you're doing is just making a circle. You can only go east and west. Oh, man, this shit crazy.
I know their arguments. I could steel man their case, if asked to do so. I know.
And then, what got me is the brother. One of the brothers was like, "Well, shit. Well, if you don't believe in gravity, when we drop shit, why don't it go up then? Why don't shit drop up? If you dropping something, we should be able to, what I'm saying? Or when you jump up, shit, if it ain't no gravity, you should be able to stay up and just come down on your own fucking, whenever you want to come down. And they try to say, well, it's density.
Yeah.
And the less man, that shit. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Yeah.
You say what, brother?
Why is the sky blue? And sometimes orange.
Well, that's a mystery that none of us are ever gonna get to the bottom of. Might have something to do with the color of the oceans, but I'm just a humble.
So it's called Raleigh scattering. I'm typing in the chat, but Raleigh scattering is what happens when you see rainbows.
Yeah, they try to say the only way you can see a rainbow is through a glass, and that's why they say we in a dome. Them flat earth motherfuckers is wild.
Yeah, but that goes in hand with what I asked that question for, because most people say, hey, it's because I did this with my students like the other day. They'd be like, oh, it's because of the water. I'm like, well, water is like colorless, right? And the students be in the room like looking stupid, like, so if it's colorless, water is transparent in most cases, and it merely reflects what's on the bottom of the surface. Why is the sky blue then? It's because of Raleigh scattering. That's a scientific term. Raleigh scattering shows you how light, white light has variations of color.
Yeah,
that's what Newton was talking about through a prism. So when you see a rainbow in the sky, in most cases, it's because it's right after a storm or rainfall. There's droplets of water in the sky, and water acts as a medium that can act, pretty much like a prism. It can separate light. So after a rainstorm or a thunderstorm, you have moisture in the air. That's one. And then you have sunlight, which when it comes to our atmosphere is white light. It separates. And now you have this rainbow. And most people, they love their myths. Oh, especially Irish myths. Oh, that's a leprechaun at the end. You drive to your heart's content because that's a visual illusion. You never probably find the end of the rainbow. That's why it's a myth to me. But most people they don't assume it. So the second question to that, to make them understand it even more, especially students, is that okay? You're saying that, then why is it orange at some times of the day? Why is the sky orange? At dusk, right? Again, Raleigh scattering. You only see shades of the light that can be bended towards your eyes because we only see what the light reflects off of. The light reflects off of objects and we see around. Again, another clue to the fact that flat Earth might not be correct because our eyes are spherical, right?
Yep.
Yeah, only right there for a second. But it's just when you bring up the flat Earth stuff, I'm like, this is gonna be fun. And I think Frank said it earlier. I'm being a little bit of intellectual masochist, or what did you say?
Masochist, yeah.
Yeah, I'm being a little bit. I kind of like pull back because I don't want to become off as negative as being no I can.
Right. It also feels like we're punching down after having a chuckle or two.
Well, I'm gonna need both y'all when I get a flat Earth on here. I'm gonna need both y'all to report to the damn to front and center to the stage. I'm gonna try to get a flat Earth on here And I'm gonna need both y'all to report to the center stage. You know what I'm saying? This should be fun. So
Yeah, let me
it
know
says,
in advance. I'm there.
yeah, it says the sky appear blue because when sunlight enters the Earth's atmosphere, the tiny air molecules scatter the blue light more than other colors due to the process called Rayleigh scattering.
You just said that.
I know, brother. Meaning that the blue light is scattered in all directions, reaching our eyes and making the sky look blue. Key points about why the sky is blue. Rayleigh scattering. This is a scientific phenomenon where shorter wavelengths of light, like blue, are scattered more easily by air molecules than longer wavelengths like red. Violet light. While violet light is scattered even more than blue, our eyes are more sensitive to blue light, so we perceive the sky as blue. Atmosphere composition. The primary components of the atmosphere, nitrogen and oxygen, are responsible for the scattering the sunlight. The blue light is scattered more than other colors because its travels as shorter, smaller waves. This is why we see blue sky most of the time. Technically, the short wavelengths that scattered across the sky correspond to the colors blue and violet, making the real color of the sky a bluish purple. So yeah, that was a nice little history fact. You know what I'm saying? But then this brother Sanchez on his channel, as I'm watching, and I like Sanchez. Um, he was just saying like, all the planets is flat, and when they're like, I'm like, what? And sometimes, man, I thought that shit was interesting, but then it still is, I guess. The hell motherfucker argue it and be so convicted in the belief that the earth is flat, like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know what I'm saying? Like the some of the shit that they be saying, man, it just don't even say fuck scientific. That shit just it don't make sense. Period. Because again, if we on a flat earth, how are we able to walk inside of objects and stand upright? The dimensions don't even. That's why I say they don't do their math, man. They gotta they don't even have any math to support this shit.
They don't have to. If you believe in it, then it's true, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. They don't even have no math to support this. And then, even if it was a flat earth, let's just say, for the sake of the argument, the earth was flat. But when you compound elements on top of elements on top of elements on a flat surface and you start building, what is a square? Let's do some math. What is a square?
Two-dimensional object.
There you go.
The square is a fourth part of a circle. What is the angle of a square? 90 degrees. How many angles are to a square? 4, right? What's 90 times 4? 360. What is the circumference of a square? Of a circle. 360 degrees, right? So a square is the fourth part of a circle. So in essence, your flat object, if you build and expound upon it, is a circle. Anyway, man, I'm not finna go there, man. Listen, man.
Looks like why.
Rewind a second. When you said, how would you be able to stand up if the earth was flat? I'm failing to understand why that's a problem.
Because if you believe in flat earth and you don't believe in no gravity and everything is flat, how the fuck are we standing and everything is fucking flat? Wouldn't we be flat too?
No,
it wouldn't be no dimensional. If we all be one-dimensional creatures.
No, they would say it's some combination of buoyancy and density.
Which is
using those terms,
which is gonna stretch us out, right? But since it has no gravity and ain't no space and all this shit, which is the flat Earth theory, that means we should be just continuously stretching. We shouldn't even be upright. We should just be a fucking glob of stretching. If you apply buoyancy and density and all this other shit to it, if you're going off a flat Earth, I'm not saying that you're a flat earther, but if they're going through that, that's what I'm saying. A lot of that shit don't make sense. Even fucking first grade, that shit just don't make sense. Again, how are we standing upright if we're on the flat Earth? How are we able to walk inside of structures if we're on the flat Earth?
What about walking inside of a structure? Is
because
problematic.
everything should be flat, because we shouldn't be able to make two-dimensional things because we're
Okay,
on
they're
a flat.
just saying it's like a pancake shape. They're not saying they're not living in a two-dimensional world. They think it's a pancake shaped disc essentially. So the questions easier to be asking are, what is this ice wall on the edge? Why, hasn't anyone been there? They have lame answers for that. What's on the other side? We don't know. What is the motive for obscuring all of this, truth to hide God? I know all of their arguments, but
But even if
still,
we a pancake shaped dish, that's still round. It still makes no sense. So we're just a flat
there's a
round dish.
difference. There's a difference between a 2D circle and a 3D sphere.
I was about to bring that up too, but it doesn't make sense still if you bring it up. Because if you look at, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, I'll say yeah. I'm
No,
gonna give me
just a quick geometry / math lesson. Like even a quantum physics lesson, most molecules have circular structures. So this is what Frank was talking about earlier. If you're talking about 2D, you have a circle. You have a 3D, you have a sphere. And then if you talk about 4D, you have a sphere that is rotating. So either way you chop it up, it's just a basis of people not understanding mathematics. Even when you talk about rotational motion, how our vehicles work, how our bodies function. If you zoom into a single molecule of blood, it's spherical. That's what circulates through your body. So there's a lot of things that are missing because we go off of hearsay and we do biblical things. But even if you read that line that I had on ChatGPT earlier, it says most Christian values do not support it. It's the radical ones. It's like I gave those Bible verses that will adhere to it no matter what, because it just came from the Bible. You also got to keep in mind that there was a lot of misconceptions, which is like, why is the sky blue? Why is water wet? Those are other misconception questions that are popular in science. Like nobody understands why it's an issue to ask that question, like why is water wet? Along with why is the sky blue? When you ask people these questions, they jump to what they may have heard, wives' tales, or just old hearsay, but they never actually investigated. So to me, it's fun to do, but it's also disheartening to know that most common people, they can be, the reason science, they can be swindled. They can be, sold some snake oil. And I just want to leave that there.
Conspiratorial thinking in general, I think, stems from a couple of things. One is, the notion of wanting, I guess, to be special and kind of be in on the secret and actually be smarter than the so-called smart people. I forget what the second one. I used to read up on this stuff a lot. One is partially a sense of community. They get out of it when they kind of find their tribe, so to speak. But along with a lot of other conspiratorial subjects you're going to find online, there's often a video that starts it off, kind of sparks it off, like QAnon type stuff did. Although I can give you a really accurate history of the birth of and origins of that, and a lot of the key players in that as well, where you get a video where there's all these kind of concepts smashed together back after back after back, that sound persuasive in the moment. And when you get persuasive sounding things that are just factually bankrupt 98% of the time, and then you stack them 100 on top of another, people that, if they don't know, if they don't have like their basic middle school level science and math down, they can be swindled. Yeah, it's sad, but here we are.
What's that, bro?
You can't see it, but I'm gonna send it to you in a text or something. It basically has a lamp looking over the earth. And the funny part is, this is a science joke in the community. The funny part is the second lamp in this picture, I'll send it to you, is actually a circular disc, 2D, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it says day around that disc. Whereas the spherical one under the lamp says day, night. We'll leave it there for a second. I'll send it to you in a moment. It's kind of funny if you get it.
Yeah. Just like how they say, or like how a lot of people with flat earth to say, well, the sun is on the earth. And we got videos of people flying over the sun. I
Yeah.
say, what the fuck? Are y'all serious, man? Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, come on, man. Some of this shit is just like, come on, man.
The universe is such a wondrous place as it is. Like, you don't need to, like, I just want to shake some of these people and say, some of the elements on this rock here are the ones that you're made of star stuff. Like Carl Sagan said, it's partially true. A lot of these elements were forged in the fires of suns larger than ours, dying hundreds or millions of years ago. And we can think of electrons as a field of potential. They can behave like a particle or a wave. Quantum mechanics teaches us this.
He's right.
There's so many things about cosmology and that high level physics stuff where quantum physics gets really spooky and a lot of real head scratchers about it. But even just what we do know about our universe, just the body of knowledge, it's staggering. And how it all hooks together, between the disciplines we have on Earth, physics and biology and science and the chemistry, how they all complement each other. It's sorry,
it's a beautiful thing.
I wish I would have studied a pure science.
No, I agree. It's a beautiful thing. I don't to answer that, Frank. I don't think I do it to like totally be a dickhead, or bust somebody's balls. But seriously, sometimes I just be listening. I'm like, oh, these are our leaders. Be good. Talked about this on several occasions. Like, oh, this is my leadership. We literally have people talking this way. And it's not to be like, oh, I'm smarter than you. It's just like, bro, all right, let's sit down and let's do the steps to the math. Because math is a very structured language. It's like any other language, like Spanish or whatever, if you understand it. And then when you do it, it's like me talking, Mandarin like my son talks, and you talk Mandarin, and we get it. There's no misinterpretation. So I think a lot of people miss that fundamental concept because it's just like, oh, well, you think you know everything. No, I think I cracked the book open. I studied saying I did read some books that's in my library, and other libraries. Dewey Decimal before Google.
It's a symptom of a wider turn, turn towards anti-intellectualism that we've seen in this country over the past 10 or 15 years. And I don't know what it is about. Sorry to kind of point names at people on the more of the right side of the aisle politically, but you typically don't see many Democrats going around and talking out of their ass about objectively easily verifiable scientific concepts. There's just this head in the sand attitude that, like I said, a lot of our leaders have. I mean, like Candace Owens isn't a leader, but she's has a lot of sway, a lot of influence, and she's chirping off about all kinds of dinosaurs aren't real, and I think she, if not, I don't know if she is like officially out and out a flat earther, but definitely has teased those tendencies.
Yeah. I'm finna tell y'all, dinosaurs, they real. They walking around the earth right now. They walking right past us, man. We walking right past them. Y'all don't even know that. Y'all don't even know y'all walking right past the dinosaurs, man. Everything is living in the same space at the same time in a different paradigm. It's overlapping.
Chickens are pretty close in relation.
It's overlapping, man. I don't know that shit, man. Them dinosaurs, they still here, bro. I'm being serious right now for those that don't know.
In a multiverse view, I mean, not in this version of the universe, no, but quantum mechanics teaches us that there one interpretation, and there's sub interpretations of the Copenhagen one, the many worlds theory that each decision you make branches off a split of reality. And there's just trillions and trillions of versions of you out there, and every combination imaginable.
Be good. You open them up.
Yeah. He talking. He sound like He think he know what he talking about over here. I'm just listening to him. I ain't want to crack him over the head. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got him talking that science. I'm like, okay, Schrodinger's cat, Copenhagen.
I did philosophy of science class, and
Yeah.
just
Gonna ask us if we knew about them or we was familiar with flat Earth. Boy, you don't know who you talking to, boy. Nah, I'm fucking with you, Frank. But yeah, you don't know who you talking to, boy. I almost took offense to that, Frank. So
we've been
Professor
talking
Remo,
about that for years.
yeah. Oh yeah. Professor Remo says people use ethical relativism, I'm sorry, to push falsehoods and propaganda. He says they utilize logic to appeal to the morality of impressionable people.
He was real nice when he said that they use logic when it's necessary to slick a can of oil.
Hell no. Well, yeah, if you want to just be flat out right with it in their face, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Remo cleaned it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. And people do use ethical relativism, you know what I'm saying, to push falsehoods and propaganda. You know what I'm saying? They most definitely do. And they utilize logic to appear to the morale of impressionable people. You know what I'm saying? They out slick dumb motherfuckers. If you don't know shit, why not get over on you? You know what I'm saying? Shit, if I or if I know some shit that you might not even know nothing about, shit, let me go ahead and slide that past you. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, like he say, impressionable people. We don't want to call them, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Man, if you naive to some shit and it sound good real when I say it real smooth to you, shit, you going. That's
Check
how
out
people get
Trump. That's how he did it.
yeah, that's how people get got out here every day. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Every day. Well, yeah, Frank, man. You be leading you misleading, Frank. You know a little bit more than what you be putting on, huh?
are you guys believers in hard determinism?
Hmm.
No.
Nobody ever.
It's, I mean, a fancy way of saying that free will does not exist.
Yeah, I said not all the way. I knew what you was talking about when you said it.
Well, I don't believe in free will.
All right, so you're a hard determinist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, but I say that because there's, you got to go back to the science of it, like string theory. You mentioned Schrodinger's cat, wave particle duality, where a wave can also represent particles in stream. Yeah, you could say you're a hard determinist, as you said, but there are factors that we don't know as human beings. We're like freaking insects compared to the rest of the universe, in my opinion. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said that a long time ago. So yeah, I mean, in some ways, yes, it's kind of you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, and you could be deterministic about that. Then we got to go back to how do electrons flow? How do you determine things? And what you probably know about this, as you mentioned some things. The wave, not the wave, but the double slit experiment, whereas a particle moves through these slits, and you would anticipate, you assume that it will look like something, but it doesn't until you observe it. Right. So when you observe it, it doesn't act the way you want it to. But when you don't observe it, it acts exactly the way you expected it to. So things like that is like, that's what I say, yeah, somewhat as a physicist, you got to leave that leeway for the uncertainty or uncertainty principle.
I personally do lean pretty heavily towards the hard deterministic view of things without without completely committing to it. I find myself leaving the door open slightly for just there are small slices of life that do have a certain shimmer to them, a certain mystical quality that I can't deny. I can't out and out say nope. There's no higher order to things. There's no veil to be peered behind. That all is cold and meaningless. It maybe that's just a depressing take that everything I'm saying is just a slow chemical reaction that was set in motion by a Big Bang, 14 billion years ago. But I mean, I was studying philosophy, but at the time, I was pretty into psychedelics, so I wrote about them, and they informed my worldview to a large degree, and I think have a net positive effect. They're certainly not drugs of abuse. Um, as 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 Alan Watts said, though, once you get the message, you can hang up the phone. I haven't been back to those spaces mentally in quite a while. So, but there were some experiences that you look back on, and it's things just have, as just gets a little too surreal at times.
Lay off the drugs, Frank. No more psychedelics for Frank.
No, it's
So
yep.
I got the picture, man. So basically, if the Earth was flat, man, goddamn it, if the sun is above us and the Earth is flat, it'll be 24 hours all day, every day, all day. Versus the sun being on a globe. If it hits one side, it's light over here and it's dark on the other side until that motherfucker turn around and hit it. So yeah, and a lot of people don't understand, man, that like when we say these speeds of the Earth actually moves slower than an hour hand on a clock.
Well,
Like people don't
beyond
even
that, they don't appreciate, and this is getting more to high school level mathematics. They don't appreciate the
Hi.
inertial frames of reference.
Yes, inertial frame of reference are very important because that's why sundials work, right?
Mm.
Ancient technology. So they actually, before you had watches and clocks, you had to use the sun, and the sun's shadow changed, right? And then you would know.
Right. According to the rotation of the
Yeah.
I was coming at it from the perspective of, they take a figure like, given that the claimed size of the Earth, is this many miles and 23,000 miles in diameter. If it rotates once a day, we're moving at 1,000 miles an hour, but that fails to understand an inertial frame of reference, that if that is your constant, then it doesn't feel any different. We feel acceleration to deceleration. When you're on a airliner at cruising altitude, you don't feel like you're going 600 miles an hour, right? But they, obviously fail to grasp that, and even more simple scientific concepts. A big one that, like, Professor Dave will point out that it gets crickets is, why do people in the northern hemisphere see these stars and those stars rotate this direction, and why do people in the southern hemisphere see a different set of stars which rotate in a different direction? Until you can explain that, you don't have a model.
No, you don't. You don't. But it goes back to, and B kind of alluded to it. He did some science on this. I don't know if you caught it. He said, "Well, why are we standing straight up?" And that's very important because if you use a second model that I sent him a picture of, where it's a disc, right? As it rotates, we should have some type of arcs or some type of degrees in terms of the rotation, but we don't. You feel yourself being pulled backwards as it rotates? Just wondering.
Well, imagine
That's
if
all I'm saying.
I sit you in a car and say we're going to drive in a circle, but it's going to take 24 hours to do that. So we're going to be moving about half, rotating about half the speed of an hour hand on a clock. You're probably not going to be stuck to the window of that car ride.
Oh, okay. That's true. Now, hey man, enough about that flat earth shit, man. Fuck
Yeah.
them flat earth motherfuckers, man. Hey, well, let me read this so we can get up out of here. Because let me inform the people. Y'all know I like to read. Hard determinism is an idea that all events are predetermined and that people lack free will. Is also known as metaphysical determinism or incompatibilism. Incompatibilism. Okay, there we go. Explanation. Hard determinists believe that people are like complex machines and that their actions are caused by external forces. They believe that people have no alternative option and that they can only do what they actually do. Hmm. Hard determinists believe that people are not morally responsible for their actions because they are predetermined. All determinants can be applied to non-human events such as life cycles of plants, animals, and people. Then you have a contrast, which is self-determinism, the idea that free will may exist even though determinism is true. And then you have metaphysical libertarianism, is that the idea of free will exists and determinism is false. So yeah, it's a lot of determinisms and shit out here, man. It's a lot of isms, man. There's a lot of isms out here in the world. Hey, you know what? Hey, man, you know what the best ism is, man? Hey, shout out to your local weed, man, and support your local weed, man, and especially if he got them good Scooby snacks. You know what I'm saying? That's the only ism I need in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only ism a brother need in his life. Is that herbalism. There you go. That Snoop Dogg ism, that herbalist ism, man. Hey, man, we got a few people in the building, man. Hit that like button, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. But
I guess I like it.
But you know what? Is it possible that you can be a bit of all, depending upon a circumstance or a situation? What do you think, Frank? You're the philosophy man.
I'm sorry, a bit of all with respect to like the determinism bit.
Yeah.
Well, I find myself leaning heavily towards hard determinism, but with you know, like I said earlier, leaving the door open a little bit, and just that word you put in there just then, all, the concept of all, feeling like you're part one with everything. You know, we're all, not just in the sense that we're all humans, that we're all on, you know, this rock going through space together, but in fact consciousness is the process by which the universe knows itself.
Did you ask that question because you a philosophy person, Frank?
I ask a lot of questions because I'm a philosophy person.
But that just happened to cater to your philosophy, the philosophizing though, Frank.
Always.
Yeah.
I'm a lazy philosopher, though. You ask me, you know, to tell you what Nietzsche and Kant were all about, you know, beyond the surface level.
Immanuel Kant, what a great guy.
I was more of a Plato, Socrates kind of guy myself.
Okay.
Ultimately, we're all philosophers of varying calibers of, you know.
Yes. I would say so myself. I would consider myself a philosopher of sorts. I'll be philosophizing and shit and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I'll be philosophizing. I'll be trying to philosophize, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Brother Fox, he a science philosopher. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't heard that one before. Yeah, they ain't heard that one before.
Philosopher, eh? Okay.
Yeah, see, I ain't heard that one before. They don't know nothing about that one.
There's a philosopher of everything. You could be a philosopher of art. Well, I was about to say morals and ethics, but that kind of is sort of written in with a lot of the concepts in general. But you can be a philosopher of science for sure.
You also have science communicators too.
Yeah. I was listening to Sean Carroll makes the rounds on a lot of podcasts. I guess that qualifies him as a communicator as well as, you know, a theoretical physicist.
Fair use, y'all. Fair use. They say we got astronauts stuck out in space, man. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. This is
Good time being an astronaut. They're still out there. Dude. Take him back. No, you remember? This is like a Mandela effect that's happening. Yeah. They're like, oh, we're going to rescue them. But then they show someone getting off the capsule when they got back to Earth. This was like a month ago. Because they're like, the astronaut had to be put in a wheelchair and like wheeled to the hospital immediately. Everyone thought those were the astronauts that came back.
No, but they said it was them. They said they came home.
Also, they had a conspiracy because they had Christmas decorations. Yeah, that's the one. And Christmas hats and stuff like that. And they're like, well, you have to have Merry Christmas. They're like, wait a minute. You weren't planning to be out there. Yeah.
decorations from?
Yeah, they probably have like a box for things.
Or they were handmade decorations.
Yeah, I thought for sure they came back. It's weird, man, because I remember that clip. They're
Yeah.
getting up, like they literally had to, like it looked like he was like almost dead, dude. Yeah. And they like put him on like a stretcher.
Can you imagine like suddenly feeling like you weigh 4 times your weight every time I get out of my bed?
It's me after the holidays.
Where's that
So
from?
that's off Sunday Cool. It's a podcast that I'll be following. It's called I'm sorry, Ninjas Are Butterflies podcast. You know, they get into a lot of conspiratorial and things of that nature. I play a lot of stuff for them sometimes. I done played a few things for them before. They pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, man. So you know, speaking of space, did they bring back some aliens, or did the motherfuckers come back dead? I don't know. Listen, man. But with that being said, man, you know, man, listen. From me, Master Teacher, aka Brother Fox died, and Brother Frank, man, listen. We encourage, we employ, and we subscribe to reading. We subscribe to education. We subscribe to science. We subscribe to spirituality. We subscribe to a host and slew of things, only to try to come to a better understanding of what's going on in our reality. Not so much to try to force or put things on people. You know, again, like in my disclaimer at the beginning, man, I tell everybody, man, do your due diligence, do your proper vet work, go get that second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth opinion. But most of all, man, do your own research, man. We have to start as a people, man. We have to start looking into things. We have to start reading things. We have to start getting involved in shit. You know, not being at home, sitting on the couch, looking at the TV screen, yelling at that motherfucker. No, we have to get out here and do the footwork and do our due diligence if we want better for us as a people. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, Brother Frank, go ahead and you know, y'all know how I like to do, man. When I got panelists, man, I like for my panelists to go ahead and close us out with, you know, either some words of wisdoms or a bit of advice, or if you just want to say fuck the people. You know what I'm saying? Brother Frank, go ahead and close us out.
I think we've said it all. You know, I'll let you know my theory I'm working on, that the Earth is actually a hologram of a dodecahedron, but that's forthcoming. I haven't proven anything just yet. May the flying spaghetti monster bless you and keep you, and let's try to not let people weaponize the word, unintentionally weaponize the word or the phrase "do your own research." A lot of the people that say "do your own research" didn't research shit.
Yeah, well, that ain't the case here, because as y'all can see, man, I got residential smartasses on my panel, and they know what the fuck they talk about. Notice I'm gonna put y'all as the residential smartasses. I'm just the host of the residential smartasses. You know what I'm saying? Brother Fox, go ahead and close us out, bro.
You know, it's the same as always. You know, good one, Remo, and Rand. But no, honestly, like I appreciate the discussion. We're really talking more about how we see the world. I'm trying to limit my because I tell my students don't do it too much when they public speaking. But think about the fact that earlier in the chat I put up there, I did it again, cognitive dissonance. And cognitive dissonance is a very important thing that we always talk about, especially Be Good and others. Whereas people hold on to a belief so strong that it actually kind of like a rope when you're trying to hang on to a building, or you're just hanging on to a rope because it's pulling you. Sometimes it's best to let it go and grab onto something else, maybe a bit of knowledge. So keep doing what you're doing, bro. I'll be in touch as much as I can, and just, you know, keep it pushing, keep the energy going, because I think, how many years you've been on there?
It's only been a year. I made a year.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. So congrats to that. Keep it moving, keep it pushing, and build up the following. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. You know what I'm saying. I'll see you later, man. Take care.
All right, broski. All right, broski.
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Like he said, and share the content. Remo says, philosophy says, selfishness. Oh my goodness, selfishness will get you far in a capitalistic society. That's for good, sure. I mean, that's for God, sure. Yeah, it really will. It really will, man. It really will. Hey, man. So again, man, big ups to a master teacher, aka Fox Dye, for being in the chat. Big ups to Frank, aka Philosophy Please, man, for hitting the panel tonight, man. Hey, them two brothers is always a good intellectual discourse when them brothers come up, man. Them brothers, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they know they stuff, man. I can't help it if I can't help it if these the brothers that I know, man. I can't help it. I like it. I like it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I got brothers from all walks of life coming up on this panel, man, getting together to get good information and knowledge to the people, man. But again, I want to say this. I do encourage people, you know, like the brother said, you know, a lot of people say do your research and they ain't done no damn research. Listen, I do the research. My brothers do the research. My peoples do the research. My Beardonians, my superheroes, and all my beautiful people, they do their research. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. And that's what we subscribe to. So with that being said, man, I'm going to end the show like how I started the show. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. One last time. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, in our meditations, man. And don't forget our 5 key components, man. Love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration is what we live by here on Bearded Conversation. Hey, all superheroes don't wear capes, but they still need their theme music. So to all my beautiful people, all my Beardonians, and all my superheroes.
Yeah, we coming off the block with this one. Yes, sir. Yeah. Bearded Conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hate? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Off the block, giving it back. Bearded Conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us.
Come on. Got it off the block, forming a dynasty from the rock, laid back in the cut, first play, can't get enough.
Chop it up in
Every location, the Bearded Conversation.
opportunity.
Keep knocking like child support payments. Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. Bearded Conversation. I'm your host, Con, the motherfucking Don, man. Don't forget to tune in every Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11, 9 p.m. Central, man. Check us out every Monday through Thursday for Bearded Conversation. Real men talk. Getting it in with a little intellectual discourse and battling, baby. And also, man, don't forget to tune in every Friday for Bearded Studios, Real MCs Talk, man, where we do interviews, review music, and talk about the music industry, man. And then check out Bad TV, man, Bearded After Dark Television every Saturday, man, starting at 10:30 until, man, where we just lay back, relax, put our feet up, and talk a little shit nigga amongst each other, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Like I tell her every night, man, I love y'all. And without y'all, it would be no us here on Bearded Conversation, man. So make sure y'all tuning in, same black time, same black channel. Talk black to me, y'all.
The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back.
Hey, those that fuck with us, those that don't fuck with us anyway, baby.
Love it. Broadcasting live. To Bearded Conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded Conversation off the block, giving it back. Off the block, giving it back.
Yo, man, hey, show over, man. But listen, man, I want to tell the people before we get up out of here, man, support the channel and let's keep the channel growing and let's keep it growing, man. Hey, support the channel, man. Y'all can hit the Cash App, $BeardedBuckZ with a Z. That's $BeardedBuckZ with a Z. For those in the back that didn't hear me, that's $BeardedBuckZ with a Z. Or you can hit that PayPal, man. That's PayPal /Arthur32 at gmail.com. Again, that's PayPal /Arthur32SP at gmail.com. Or you can support your boy, man, and hit the link at the top of the chat, man. Buy your boy a coffee and a breakfast sandwich in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll be out here, you know what I'm saying, moving and grooving, man, getting the information for the people. So, man, hit your boy up. Y'all can subscribe to a membership, man. I got a bronze beard and a silver beard membership tier. You know what I'm saying? If not, if you don't want to subscribe up there, man, and become a member, feel free to donate. Or if not, man, just feel free to come on in, man, and conversate and chit chat, stay in the chat and do what y'all do and share the content for your boy and like the video, man. Just continue to do that, man. That's all the monetary donations I need. You know what I'm saying? For my peoples right now. You know what I'm saying? But if you can, you know what I'm saying, extend your hand. Y'all see the link down there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the Cash App, y'all see the PayPal, and it's a link pinned at the top of the chat. With that being said, man, when we come in each other's presence, man, we always meet on a level. Once we're in each other's presence, may we always be humble and plumb. And when we leave each other's presence, may we always part on the square. With that being said, good night. Peace and blessings to all my beautiful people, man. I love y'all. Until tomorrow, check us out on Thumping Thursday, y'all.